It's a tough one to lose. What was the feelings with this match, getting the game, attitude? How do you feel on the court?
Well, I didn't feel as great mentally. But credit to Roberto, he played. He was a better player, no question about it. You know, in important moments, I did have a lot of chances, but just was losing my service games. You know, in important moments, he just played. He was more consistent. He was more solid, and I just made too many unforced errors.
When you say, Novak, that you didn't feel good mentally, what was wrong?
I just didn't feel good. So.
Novak, you hadn't played since the US Open, so do you put this on rustiness? Do you plan to play before Paris, or what do you? Because you're a perfectionist, and I'm sure after this kind of match, you don't feel okay with what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, it was a solid tournament. Obviously, today I like things to go differently, but again, as I said, you know, I got to put my head down to a better player who deserved to win absolutely today, and I'm not planning to play anything before Paris, so I don't think I'll play anything.
Can you just tell us what the exchange with Carlos Bernardes was at the end of the match? What was that about?
No, I just don't understand, you know, the decisions that he has made. You know, when you go to change your racket, I went to change my shirt, and then he gives me a warning, and well, he was the star of the show. That's what he wanted to be today.
We were talking about balance yesterday, not boiling too much, keeping things in the good zone.
Yeah.
It's harder to do some days than others.
Yeah, I guess this is one of those days, you know, once the things go in a opposite direction than you want them, but again, it's a lesson. Every day is a lesson, you know. As I said, you learn from this kind of days and matches more than when you're winning.
If you won't play a tournament before Paris, what do you think you'll do? Are you going to, you know, hit the practice court, or are you just going to chill out for a while?
Well, I'm going to celebrate my son's second birthday. That's an event I look forward to, and I'm going to do a lot of things off the court. I have plenty of things off the court, yeah.
I realize there's a few more weeks to the year, but is this the kind of point where you just say, okay, 2016 is kind of really in the books for me, I'll move on and think about 2017, or not yet?
Well, it's not yet over, so let's say, you know, there's a couple of big tournaments still along the way, Paris and London, so I'll try to get ready for indoor season, where I always, in the last couple of years, played pretty well, so I'll try to get better.
Last two questions, please.
Novak, it was an entertaining game, but was it a pleasure for you to be on court? Because
well, some moments yes, some moments not so much. As I said, you know, overall I didn't feel as maybe well as I did some other days. But you know, again, I guess we all as humans experience those kind of oscillations every day, and sometimes you just things don't go the way that you want them to go.
Last one.
Novak, just basically, is there a sense of concern about the way the last 6 months, I suppose, since Roland Garros have gone?
I mean, you know, I've had finals of US Open and one in Toronto, and a couple of good results. In terms of results, was up and down, but as I was, you know, not to repeat the same story again, but you know, there are things that definitely I need to retain, kind of from the emotional, mental point of view. So maybe regain. Sorry. So yeah, I guess I'm focusing on that more. So it's a transition somewhere in between. You know, maybe just exhausted by the amount of matches and I've had in the last 15 to 20 months. So maybe all in all, it's that's the cause of me feeling this way. But again, you know, it's, as I said, I had to experience sooner or later this. I knew I could not go on playing on the highest level for so many years all the time. So you know, but it's good, you know, to experience this so I can hopefully get better in the period to come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.